We're back. It is the King's Court Knights Duel. We've got the Randy Smith, who won last week, versus Todd Johnson, although they're switched on the scoreboard. You're just going to have to know that Randy was the previous winner.
3 times. This is the 3rd time on the stream today.
3 times. There you go. Well, we've got 0 viewers. That's weird. Oh, you know what? I think that we've used up our automatic YouTube.
Oh, because of the tournament?
Yeah, the tournament, and we also had to restart the Queens. So that's like 4 or 5 in like a 24-hour period.
So we got to get out there and share.
Yes, and it's just us. Like we can't talk to anybody.
So if you're out there listening right now.
Yeah. They might watch, later they'll watch this and they'll be like, who's he talking to?
Let me get out there and share, see if...
So maybe I'll just redo the intro when we get like 17, 18 viewers. Oops, I should switch. We got, obviously, Todd won the leg and he broke. They're playing 8-ball.
Race to 10?
Yeah, see, that's the worst thing when you run out of those subscription pings. There's nothing you can do to send an SOS to people and say, hey, the match is starting.
You know what we got to do is...
Doesn't matter if it starts at 4:30, 4:45. If that ping doesn't go through, you're screwed.
So what we should do, and we did start a little early today, I think.
A touch. These guys have been ready for an hour now, and we kind of got to get going. So,
but we knew that we went yesterday and redid the Queens, so we should have just left it running.
Oh, that wouldn't have been a bad idea. Yeah, but they would have been waiting on idle for like an hour and a half, though. I mean, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
All we got to do is take the link and just share it out in Facebook world. Matt Apple, Wisconsin players, Pool is not dead, Pool is alive. Favorite groups, 525 and under. I kind of like the Egypt Pool group. They're pretty active. Wisconsin Billiards, that's Little John's group, right? You get it out to all those. You've reached 20,000 people. So it is what it is. And also, this is being recorded, so it's not always about being live. You know that, right, Pat?
I did not.
Yeah, people watch these for weeks, days, weeks, and months after. So everything we're saying is being recorded, and people will watch this later when they get home. They'll send it to their parents.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Their friends.
Okay.
Like, this is on the internet forever. We get hundreds of views on videos that have been live after they've been live.
I got you. So
Hundreds, not thousands.
Even though there's nobody currently with us right now, there will be in the future.
Yeah, they will be listening, so we still have to give them our A game. Subkiss will watch this later. She'll be like, I can't believe I missed it.
Well, let me see if that's shared, actually.
I'll get a message from Kendall. We started early. Well, we forgot. I thought it was 4:30.
I shared it once, and we got one viewer so far, so see if we can get everyone back on board with us.
I bet you that one viewer is Andrew Bundy. I don't know. That could be you, too.
That could have been.
Yeah, because you were in there. Right.
I just went in there.
Right.
But I just went out, so.
I don't know how that works. I don't know how accurate that is. But I did get the balls a lot clearer. It was blurry last time, so I'm glad we got the focus situation taken care of, so that's good.
Well, I think I shared it twice now, actually.
Oh, don't share it to the same group.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out the group thing. Not savvy enough. It's on my page.
What?
So
put it on your page, and then you go from your page and you share it to groups. It's that easy.
Oh, let
I'll
me
show
try.
you. Yeah. See, once you share it on your page publicly, you can now, and anyone can. So go to the post, click share.
Share. Okay, here we go.
2 groups.
Share 2 groups. Share 2 group.
So now you can pick a group, hit go, hit back, go back, go back. You can just do like tons of them all.
How do I go back?
Hit share. I guess you got to do it again. Is that an iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why. It's made for women. How do you have an iPhone?
I didn't even hear what you just said.
You're like a ex-Marine, Navy SEAL, trained killer with an iPhone and a pink case.
No such thing as an ex-Marine.
That's true.
Share to group. I'm trying to do this and talk. This is impossible.
Oh, I think you're doing fine. Anyway, while we're chatting away, Randy Smith ran that first rack like it was nobody's business. He ain't messing around.
Man, I missed the whole first rack trying to
I know. That
get
was a
people
quick
on
rack.
board with us here. Share.
I'm telling you.
Share to group again.
We have the stream's been going for, I don't know, about 5 minutes, and 3 of those were us probably setting up. So he ran that rack in less than 2 or 3 minutes. That was a quick game of 8-ball. So let us know. We've got a handful of viewers out there. Let us know who you are and where you're from, and don't forget to share, especially if you know these guys. You know, you want to support their play. You know, we've had bars and other establishments stream on their big screen TVs at their bars.
So he's going with that second ball break, it looks like. And
Yeah,
I see a lot of
he
people
likes
doing
that.
it now, and it works pretty good.
Well, MH does a third ball break now.
I saw that when he was playing on the stream last, actually. Yeah.
He likes it. He's teaching it, too.
Man, I like stripes. However, there's no good starting shot here for stripes, unless you push the 5 into the 13 maybe. But the 14 is tied up to the 2. He's actually looking at the 5 into the 13.
Did I leave my water just on the side of that door? Thank you, Patrick.
Oh, you're welcome.
I needed the water.
So, yeah, looks like he's playing that 5 into the 13, but it's going to roll down and block the 15. That's not ideal.
Doesn't seem like it, no. Anytime you block your out, you're in for some pain.
And he's
in the
playing
game
some
called 8-ball.
11 into the 5 here.
Rick White. Hey, Rick, how you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, did he call the 10, though? I don't know if he did. Did he?
He's still at the table.
Yeah, he called the 10.
So, yeah, we ran out of notifications. So we're going to have to rely on you guys to share.
Did he break and run the first rack?
He did. I don't know if it was a break and run, but it was pretty damn close. We'll have to rewind it.
Because he's pretty close to running this one out here. I mean, looking
Is this going to be 2 in a row?
pretty solid. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it last week when he had those 2 crazy break and runs at the end of the game?
Is it?
Yeah. Were you in the booth with me for it?
I don't think I was. Not that day.
I think it was MH.
You and MH were in
Yeah.
the booth, or you and Mason.
Oh, if you could
Yeah.
see his last 2 break and runs from last week.
Really
Oh,
good.
Oh, he had 3 bank shots to get to the 8, and then he it was just the last one too was crazy.
Just one of those.
Yeah, he just kept getting them to go in. I mean, it was really something to watch.
When you're on fire, you're on fire.
Yeah, he broke and ran, and he was down. If I remember correctly, he was down like 5-1 or 6-1. I mean, he had to really claw his way back to the match, too. I believe. If I'm remembering, I could be totally wrong.
I do believe you're correct. I would not disagree if you weren't.
Oh no, you're quick to disagree with me.
Nope.
Just about everything.
No.
All right, Randy looking pretty good. He got a little out of line on the 5, but he's okay, I think.
That's like the worst time to get a tickle in your throat when you're commentating. Holy shit.
Chris having some troubles in the chair over here.
Yeah, I got a tickle. A tickle in the throat.
And I actually have to step out of the booth for a second. I'll be right back.
I don't know what that means. Does that mean you're going to, go cloud, smoke someone out there? Well, stay out there for at least 5 minutes, sir. All right. Now that I have you guys alone.
If anybody's watching, just peep in here. Just say hi.
Thanks, Little John. Always appreciated. I'm getting out there on YouTube land and I'm sharing, Facebook. So I'm grabbing the YouTube link and I'm sharing it to my Facebook groups. Try to get a little boost out here. I usually don't share on Sundays. I save my stuff for special occasions. I want to get this out to the 525 group because I know a lot of these players know each other. There we go. All right. Rick White, taking a break from practicing. Man, you must be a pro if you practice that much. Randy Smith's on a tear here. I mean, he doesn't want to give him an inch. Their Fargos are pretty close. What are we looking at? Randy Smith at 5.54. Todd Johnson at 5.39. I mean, that's not much. That's nothing. That means they're on a good day and on a bad day, they're pretty darn equal no matter how you spin it. Oh, no. He went for the slow roll on the 8 and missed. This is a huge opportunity for Todd. And we are getting the viewer numbers up again. Yeah, we forgot we streamed a ton for the Kimberly High School. They did some stuff, plus we did the Caden finals in the 499 and under yesterday. Big tournament. The Dings 499, I think it was called. And then obviously, you know, we have the Queens, Jesters, and Knights. So we just overloaded our notifications. So what happens is if you go to YouTube and you click subscribe and then you click the bell and you say all, we still can only send out like a couple a day, 3 a day. And they limit you, obviously, for good reason. You don't want your phone vibrating and beeping all day long.
Well, I'm back. I think I just saved your life.
Welcome back. No questions asked. Don't ask, don't tell. I don't know. What do they say?
Yeah, that.
Okay. Enough said. It is what it is. How many more can I come up with? So I'm getting a P-Shower Rogue. I'm excited.
Yeah. Did MH give you a time frame on how long it's going to take?
I assume like 3 years. And then I'll ask him and he'll be like, I forgot. I'm sorry, MH. No, he said next week.
Yeah, I walked in on there when you were measuring your shaft. It was
yeah.
It's a lot smaller than I thought.
Yeah, it was only 0.53 microns. Oh, look at that 8 ball. Oh, look at that. Now, I just explained to him the rule that if you make the 8 on the break, you can spot the 8 and keep going, or you can re-rack. So that's Todd.
Correct.
So, yeah, so to get a shaft from P-Shower, they don't mess around. They need a micrometer to measure the end of the shaft so that you get the same diameter so that when the butt and the joint tighten up, you can barely feel it, right? It looks like it was factory.
Yeah, they get it to within about 1/10 of an inch.
Oh, it's crazy.
1/10.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I'm getting a 12.4, and I'm going with my true and tested and preferred tip, the Predator Victory Soft. I like it. As far as a soft goes, it actually has a hardness level of a medium. Tyler Steyer plays with a Predator Victory Medium. That's got to be kind of like a medium hard. I have no clue how he plays with that on a 9-foot table and trusts his draw stroke. He must just have a perfect stroke.
I don't know. I like the harder tips for some reason.
I know if I make them, I have a hard tip now and I'm shooting better with it, so I might upgrade.
See, I think with a harder tip, I mean, I don't know. I don't play with the soft tip, but I feel like you can feel everything in the cue just a little better. But you do got to stroke it a little cleaner, I think.
Yeah, you do with a hard tip. But it also gives you some, I think, room for error because you're putting less English on the ball, if that makes any sense.
Which one, the soft tip or the
hard tip? Soft tip grabs more. So I think a really soft tip is good for like one pocket and straight pool because you really need to spin the ball all the time. But for bar pool, you really just need a hard tip, and you just need to stroke everything in, and you top, bottom, little left, little right, right? I mean, look how Sky Woodward plays. Every shot he shoots is a medium stroke.
Speaking of them guys, they did just announce the 4th player on the Moscone Cup team, Tyler Steyer.
Yep, congratulations.
So one more spot left.
Speaking of Tyler.
I wonder who they're going to get for that 5th spot.
What is that? Oh, the keyboard.
Oh, did I touch the keyboard? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, the 5th slot. Well, that's obvious. So it's going to be Shane. It's going to be Oscar Dominguez.
Yep.
It's going to be Sky Woodward. It's going to be Tyler Steyer. And then they need 2 more, right?
1 more.
Well, they need 2, don't they? Don't they need a...
It's a team of 5.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what, the European team looks really tough. I mean, they got Shaw, Filler, Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, FSR.
What do you think about Tate?
Albin Ochin.
Albin.
Joey Tate?
Yeah, the one that missed the 4-ball.
I tell you what, I'm sure. What would the tension be like that with him and Shane?
It would be junior. It would having a junior in there.
I think it'd be a good grooming ground for him.
Oh, that's amazing though. Like that would actually excite other juniors, other kids.
I like getting Billy Thorpe back on there, or maybe.
You got Billy Thorpe.
Maybe give Earl Strickland another chance. I don't know.
I don't know how many excuses can like. I mean, I know the guy. It's not his fault that he gets COVID or he's sitting next to someone with COVID.
It turns out he never even had COVID.
What about the second time? I thought he had COVID.
No, it was last year. When they went to Europe, they said, "Hey, you were on a plane and you didn't." There's some COVID things. Somebody had COVID and he was on the plane.
Yeah,
they quarantined only him.
Yeah, only him.
And everyone else was fine.
Yeah, everybody else on the plane was free to go about their business.
Yeah, that was a little odd.
But they put Earl in a metal box and shipped him to China. There we go. There's another game.
So I'm trying to find these gentlemen.
Can you believe that? Todd's kicking ass, man. I think I can say that. That's low. Man, if Bart Simpson can say it, we can say it. I'll try to refrain though.
Found Randy.
But that's amazing. Todd just came back with a vengeance.
I didn't ask Todd if he filled out a survey sheet.
If he did, it's going to be in the, last 4 or 5. So we're looking for questionnaire. So what we try to do is we reach out to all the people who sign up and we try to organize who can play and when. Kendall does a lot of this. I mean, while running a business and dealing with a billion other things, right, that actually are probably profitable.
Yeah.
So, hey, kudos, right, for him putting so much time and effort into this to benefit the juniors, really. It's all for the juniors. I mean, that's my motivation, is knowing that we help a junior get a cue, we help pay for maybe an entry fee, we get some jerseys for them. Maybe they need a little help for a hotel stay because they're going to state. Whatever the case may be, that's primarily what this is all about.
Oh, there it is, Todd Johnson. He's in here.
There you go.
But why?
Maybe hit refresh, F5. And then go all the way to the end. Sometimes they show up late. Yep, keep going.
That's it. That's 19 of 19.
One more. Well, I don't know where he is. You just saw his name, I thought, right?
I did.
Yeah, this is a weird one.
Oh, there he is.
Want someone to watch? All right, he wants to get somebody to watch. You okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to send Patrick out. Plus, we'll have replays. Thanks, Patrick. Back to the game, right? This guy, Patrick, man, he can't use a computer. I feel like I'm doing tech support for the rest of my life. I joke, of course. On that note, we're going to try to get Patrick to do the lists in the organization. That should turn out real good. This is a great shot, I think. Let's do a replay. And let's put it on replay while Patrick is watching it. So obviously he's got the bridge. Ooh, a little wobbly there, a little wobbly. Oop, he missed the first time, hit it the second time. Looked like no problem. That swing and a miss made me a little nervous. At first, like, whoosh. We got Patrick back in the booth.
Yeah, I got the old slow-mo camera just to make sure, and it was a pretty good hit.
Pretty good. Is that like almost?
It was a good hit.
Thank you. Yeah, we can't do this pretty good halfway stuff.
It's pretty good there, okay, hey.
I told him the guy who can't find somebody on a computer might be helping us with the lists, and we're doomed.
I found the name.
Oh, okay. I take it all back.
Yeah.
You are a hacker.
You can't read. It's right here.
Todd Johnson versus, you got Randy?
Oh, maybe I had Randy there. Bummer.
Oh, Randy's in the old list, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's in. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We're getting the hang of this thing. I actually like what Kendall did there where he separated out the list, so it's a little easier for Sunday versus Friday. Also, I confirmed with him that we can start deleting some of the old stuff because people's lives change, right? They're not going to use the same cue forever. How do we know that they haven't made an equipment change? I think they have to refill
Every
the
time
question
they play.
every time, except for like
The
if
current
it's-
champ.
Yeah, the current champ will let them ride.
Yeah, so at any given time, we should have no more than like
Bingo.
6, 7, 8 things.
Look how much easier our job just got, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my idea.
Okay, I mean, actually, I don't like the idea.
Come on.
I don't want to agree with Chris on something. I mean,
It's okay, man. It's okay to agree. No, I won't tell anyone.
okay, there we go. I found Randy.
Thank goodness. What are we, 24 minutes in a stream and he finally got his job going here?
So, yeah, we're still lacking a little bit on the viewership because our
Yes,
our,
we are.
alerts didn't go out. So if you folks can help us, like, share, go over to your neighbor's house, tell them we're on, invite them.
But we don't want to draw less energy from this because people will watch this for weeks, days, months, maybe even years to come. This is history in the making, Patrick.
Absolutely.
We're going to be 90 years old watching these one day and be like, oh, look how young I look.
Well, you know, it's really cool if you do come and play. I mean, obviously, if you're not a pro, the chances you're going to be on a live stream table with commentation is slim to none. And the cool part about it is if you come out here, play on the stream, you know, you can look back and see where you were 20 years ago, 10
It's a
years
big
ago.
deal.
Yeah.
It's a really big deal. I mean, it seems like for those that watch us every week, it's easy to take it for granted. But when you play in these things, you get nervous. You got people talking. You got people watching. It's on the internet. Your friends and family are watching. Sometimes you have people sitting in the bleachers. We actually have bleachers going around this thing.
And Drew Bundy helping us out, liking and sharing. Appreciate you.
He's always helping. Here's a good look at it. On and off, these bleachers will have a few people watching, but most of the people watching are in the Sunday weekly tournament, so they got to go and play sometimes.
Mark, right? Mark was playing earlier.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's sticking around. How cool is that?
Sticking around watching the game.
That's rare. That is so rare that someone doesn't just win, lose, and take off. Which I'll be honest with you, I think that's an issue with the pro events too. Like, we're in the semifinals of a pro event, and the bleachers are not filled up. It's a 512 person tournament. Where did all these people go?
I don't know.
They're too good to stay and watch?
Wait, this is
any Predator
Yeah.
Matchroom tournament. Unless we're talking Moscone, which is different, right? It's not an open. It's a viewer only.
And Moscone is
event.
going to be here in the U.S., Las Vegas this year.
Yeah, are we going?
I'm down. I got the time.
Well, I forgot. Someone was going to give me some tickets, and they said they were oh man, did you see that draw shot?
Wow.
Is he going to get the shot?
Yeah, he's got the shot.
He's
all
got
day.
the shot. What a beautiful stroke.
Randy with the beautiful shot there.
Yeah, we'll hit the replay on that.
Yeah, he's got a powerful stroke.
Well, Randy's back in it. 2-2, race to 10. Here's the replay. Well, I didn't time that one well, but here we go.
Yeah, that was a horrible transition.
Yeah, sorry, man. I'm not perfect. Look at that. Bam. 2 rails.
Yeah, and he had to come off that rail. Otherwise, he'd have been hooked.
I don't know about you, but I'm hooked on this game we call pool.
Absolutely.
It's very addicting.
Yeah.
You have one good day that keeps you going for 2 years.
That's all I've been doing for the last 2 years. Pool, and more pool.
Well, yeah, you
play
need
it.
something to do, man.
I watch it. I commentate it. It's like my whole life right now.
I mean, honestly, you're on the fast track to becoming like a AA player.
Maybe if I'm lucky.
No, with good practice and some sound fundamentals, maybe a training session or two with, someone of your choosing.
And I'll tell you what, if you guys are watching at home, Kendall brings in a lot of high-profile players here. And if you ever get the opportunity to get a lesson with him, I highly encourage it. I've done it a few times. And it has, every time I've sat down and had a lesson with somebody, I've learned something, at least one, usually multiple things, but at least one thing that I'm taking away that has improved my game completely.
Right.
Like when I was working with Rodney on my break, he really helped me on my break. And we didn't even spend that much time. He just showed me exactly what I was doing that I shouldn't have been doing.
Right.
And then I started doing kind of what he showed me. And I've been having a lot of success with it lately.
Isn't that crazy? The things you remember? Like, I remember Jerry Bryce teaching me, like, 2 or 3 things. And I remember everything. He came over to me.
And he's like a Hall of Fame type
I know.
instructor.
It's unbelievable. Like,
Yeah.
if he says something, you're listening. And you
Yeah.
better remember. And if you don't, you get out of the pool hall because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, he worked with me when I was at Derby City. He came up to the table because he was watching. He worked with Tyler for many years.
Right.
And he was watching all Tyler's matches. And, I was talking with Jerry. And then after Tyler's match, he was like, well, if you got some time, I'd like to work with you. And he came up and
That's cool.
just for an hour,
Wow.
showing me some things and showed me a lot. But, Tyler listening to Jerry for all them years, I guess, it's like no wonder he plays amazing.
Yep, Tyler learned from Jerry. He learned from, a lot of good players in the area. They used to get together. I think they had like a house of pool where you had a bunch of people living together, living the dream, playing pool every day. I mean, how do you not pick up something? Also, he works hard. One of the hardest pool players,
Ooh, I think he hit
hardest
the
working
5.
pool players I know.
It's gonna be
He
balling.
did. Yeah, let's.
Well, is it open table or no? So if it's open table, it's not going to be a big deal. No, it was not. So ball in hand here for Randy. Yeah, he just nicked the 5 here.
Oh, I mean, that's hard not to, right? I mean, look how close that is. Okay, so just nicked the 5. Confirmed, ball in hand.
And you're probably looking at starting with the 6 ball here just because it is in trouble.
Right.
You take that 6, you're right on the 5.
This is smart. Depending on, you got to look at how do I get rid of my problem balls first. He's changing his mind here. What is he going to draw back on the 6?
That's hard. It's a tight spot to get on with the
Not
6.
sure I like that.
Yeah, I like taking. Because you're going to take this 5 ball shot anyway, right? If he's going to take that shot, he could take that right after the 6 ball.
Yeah, I kind of like the 6, unless he thought maybe there was a double hit possibility.
He was trying to bust that 6 out of there.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yes, now the 6 is in trouble.
He's got nothing now.
Yeah, if he would have just shot the 6 and inched forward, he'd be shooting the 5 just where he shot it from. So, and the 6 is done. It's off the table. Now he's got to find a way to get out of here.
So I was talking to Rick White. He practices all day, every day, and he takes breaks to watch us, which is pretty amazing if you think about it. We do appreciate it, Rick. Mark James says, nice stream, guys, watching from Concordia, Kansas.
Kansas? What was I just talking about Kansas to somebody? We're talking about going down to Kansas for something, or...
I don't know.
Kansas was just in my discussion not too long
Just
ago.
kind of on the tip of the tongue, huh?
Yeah.
Gary Crow says, afternoon, guys. Hey, Gary. And, of course, you saw Andrew Bundy, our number one fan. I am claiming Andrew Bundy as the number one fan now. I haven't seen Lisa Heckman. I haven't gotten any cookies. I don't even know where's my salsa. You know, my pickled asparagus. You know.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lisa in a while.
No, I am getting some pickled asparagus and salsa. I had to pay for it though. Yeah, that's how I rank. I don't quite get the, here you go, here's some free stuff, like some people.
Nothing in this world is free.
No, you got to pay for it one way or another. I'd rather give cash.
I'm starting to find that at a lot of places where you purchase stuff
right
now is they offer you a cash discount. So if you pay cash, you'll get like a discount. And they call it a discount because you can't say, well, we're going to charge you more if you use a credit card. Like, they're not charging you more. They're just, that's the price. But if you pay cash.
Because credit card companies take a percentage.
Yeah.
For the processing.
Yep.
Actually, I was talking to Tammy earlier from the Queens match. She had something like that, too, with a car repair. And I thought that was kind of interesting.
There's actually a place, a lumber yard here. I'm not going to say who it is. I thought it was interesting, but they won't even take credit card payments. And the reason being is because you can dispute stuff. Like, I'm in a dispute right now.
Right.
With my credit card. I disputed a charge. And they won't take credit cards simply just because there is that option of dispute.
That seems weird.
Yeah. So you got to pay cash or check. You can use a check.
Any place that does that, I probably would go somewhere else.
Yeah, but it's really the best place to go.
Well, then it's like no soup for you. If it's got the best soup in town, you pay cash.
Yeah.
And, I mean, what I think happens with some of that.
I'm fine with paying cash. I never carry cash. I never have it.
Right.
I don't.
Well, and you didn't name names. We're not naming names. And I'm not saying this is true. But when you pay cash for stuff, there's a chance that it doesn't go on the books. There, I said it. And these days...
But that wouldn't bother me.
With inflation...
I'd be more power to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's your problem. If the IRS... Isn't there like 80,000 armed IRS agents now? Like, you better be careful with that stuff.
Yeah, you ain't cheating your taxes anymore.
Yeah, I can't claim that hidden, dependent anymore. They're going to come after me. But all jokes aside, yeah.
Well,
back to pool.
Todd looking pretty good here to get out. I mean... I think you got to just roll forward here all the way up to get along the rail.
I like that.
And then
just roll forward. Leave yourself a kind of a weird shot on the 9, but you know what?
Well, the thing is, if he draws back, he'll have a shot on the 9, but then it's going to be awkward to get to the 8.
I think rolling up is right.
Yeah,
you want to widen that out if you can.
Yeah, because if he rolls up, he could soft play the 9, just come off the bottom rail.
It's easier said than done. So, like,
he's drawing. See, this is going to be
that.
Yeah, it's going to be tough now.
No, I didn't like that.
That is going to be tough.
Because he could have gone rail first on that 9 and ended up almost anywhere on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? For as close as that was, that bank shot was darn close.
Yeah, but look at the cue ball, though. I mean, even if he made it. Did he
get lucky? Look at the 9 ball.
He would have got unlucky if he made it. It's actually better that...
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, smart play.
Yep. Let Todd go for the kick, maybe break things up, and then Randy will just clean house after that.
Yeah, I think...
hey, we got 400 viewers.
No kidding.
It boosted up.
There we go.
I don't know what happened.
I started sharing on all the groups.
I'm thinking it was Andrew Bundy, because after he said like and share, we went from 3 viewers, which is you, me, and Andrew.
Yeah. Ball in hand here for Randy.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
He put a lot of left to get to the 9 and just came short. He went above the 9.
I can't wait to get my P-Shar Rogue. I'm going to bug MH every day until it comes
We're going to
in.
have to play, see if you can beat me finally.
You know, your brother, on the other hand, he's got some psychological warfare going. He misses a shot, and then he's like complaining about it, and then I miss 3 shots, and I'm like, what just happened in my brain? How did he do that to me? A guy that has no Fargo rating.
He's got a Fargo.
Well, yeah, but you know, I figure he's just more. I figured he was just a bar player, right? I should have no problem with this bar.
No,
player,
he play. I
right?
mean, yeah,
he does play.
He plays, but he's a good solid player. He really's got his game is coming along.
Well, I'm not knocking him, but you know what I mean. You know, the best guy at a bar is usually the worst guy in a pool hall.
Yeah.
It's weird. It doesn't make sense until you do it and you learn it, and you're like, wow, I'm not as good as I thought I was.
So he actually started teaching me. You know, because when I started playing.
Well, someone needs to teach you.
Well, dude, when I started playing like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I really just didn't know much about the game anymore. I mean, I was just horrible. And then working with my brother, playing with him, I was learning from him. But then I started teaching him.
Right.
Because, like, I've kind of surpassed him, I think.
You've gotten a lot of lessons from people, too.
Yeah, I've learned from so many people here.
Watching Tyler and all these, players. You got lessons from Kendall. And
I've learned from Kendall, MH, even you,
right.
TK.
Well, you learn
Mark
from
West.
TK and B.
Yeah.
Unbelievable how much we talk about.
Yeah, Fong. I mean.
I don't learn anything from Fong.
I do every now and then.
Well, I'm not saying I don't have anything to learn from him. I just don't think he teaches me.
Here's the thing. I learn from everybody I watch. Because even if you watch and play, you can learn what not to do.
True. That's a good point. I was just trying to razz Fong a little bit, if it wasn't
okay,
clear.
yeah.
Mark Bell. What an awesome tournament yesterday.
Dang, yeah. Caden taking it down. Do we have a nickname for Caden yet?
I forgot what they call him. I don't know. I always thought like On the Hill would be cool.
Well,
but
yeah, I remember someone said, but like, no, we can't call Hillman on the Hill. Like, not.
That's going to be a Mason thing because Mason's kind of his mentor. Yeah. So we'll wait for Mason to see if he has an official nickname because I don't know.
Yeah, we got to come up with something for Caden. He's really starting to come around. Yeah,
it sounds like you did pretty well there, Mark. All that worrying and everything. It looked like everybody showed up and looked like the Calcutta went well. We had almost 40 people. It finished early. As far as I could tell, it finished by midnight. And if anybody's looking to watch the finals of that, Caden versus Adrian, I think, that's also on our channel. So later you can go hit our channel on YouTube and, watch the finals there. I mean, nothing like watching. How old is he now? Like 15?
14 or 13.
I mean, he's got great fundamentals. Very robotic. Very, set in his fundamentals. Really reminds me of Tyler Starr because, and I'm not afraid to say that because when I watch Tyler, like he is really locked in. His fundamentals are so strict. And, that's what it takes to be a pro. You can't just bobble around and expect to go very far in the pro league.
So I was just trying to look something up, and I missed what happened here.
Mark said 13. And he said his nickname is Pumpkin Pie, which I don't think that's going to fly, Mark.
No, yeah. Mark gives nobody nicknames.
Yeah, Mark, you're not really at the rank level of giving nicknames yet. I don't think any of us are.
Nope.
Although we have a mic, so we can say whatever we want.
Speaking of nicknames, forgot to introduce you as the Blue Light Special, man.
Ah, yeah, the Blue Light Special.
Blue Light.
You know what? You know how many people have come up to me and said, where did you get that nickname?
The Blue Light Special.
I'm like, where do you think?
I want to see if anyone out there in Chatland knows what the Blue Light Special is. I'm sure they do if they remember.
Yeah. If you are...
Attention.
I wasn't there, Mark.
Shoppers.
My wife's sick. I got over being sick from Monday. I got a good night's sleep going, man. I couldn't do it. I got every excuse in the book. B said I was chicken. He called me right out. He goes, why didn't you show up, chicken? I felt like the Like, what's his name from Back to the Future? Did you
No.
say chicken?
Nobody
Yeah.
calls me chicken.
I will be there.
What are you, yellow?
Yeah.
Nobody calls me chicken.
Yeah. And then it seems to be like the big issue. Oh, nice combo.
Mark Ding Bell got it. Attention, Kmart shoppers.
He knows.
We have a blue light special in aisle 3.
Yeah, so my parents met at Kmart in the 70s, okay?
And there was a blue light special in the condom aisle, and they failed to go.
Oh, man, that is not right.
I couldn't help it.
Maybe it was like, yeah, the romantic section, candles or something. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, that's just not right.
Blue light special.
I'm going to need therapy for that one.
Ooh, the speed was a little good. Okay, it works.
He's got the slow roll down.
Yeah, I thought it was going to roll onto the 15 for a second. Avoids it. And it's got a nice clean shot on the 8.
I'm going to say it right now. Todd's going to keep Randy on his toes, you know?
We're even. I think this is going to go hill here. It's back and forth. Nobody's really established dominance here yet.
I mean, Randy thought this was going to be a cakewalk. Comes in with a break and run. Todd makes a mistake, wins a couple more. But, man, we are tied up.
It's like his buddy Mark just got him a beverage.
John Williquette. Well run. Enjoy all tournaments that are hosted at the Mad Apple. Happy to be playing again after taking almost 10 years off. I have much more respect for BCA players versus bar players. Well, I mean, it's a different level of play.
It's a totally different game too.
Yeah, a lot of pool players don't drink, you know, as much as a bar player does. Now, I can't say all of them. Some of the best do. But they take it seriously like athletes, you know. They work out, they drink water, they plan their meals to get through a tournament.
Yeah, when I
crazy.
play league 3 times a week, and I never have a drink during.
Yeah, I don't like drinking during league unless
Yeah.
I'm subbing and the score doesn't matter. Well, by the way, I'm subbing for Mike on your team.
When?
I don't know. The 3rd, the 9th, the 10th.
Oh, okay, 3rd and 10th. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told him. Yeah, I told Mike. I was like,
He's got somebody for one day, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I would have taken all 4,
okay.
but I don't know who this guy is.
We've been doing pretty well actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I subbed for you before, and we pulled like a 90 off, you know, and that was a tough team. So
Yeah, we got I've been averaging like 55, 56 points in that league. Been doing really good. And then we won last week.
well, I don't want to throw you off. I mean, honestly, it's the Wednesday and Thursday league, so it shouldn't be too bad. It's not. I don't think I'm subbing for the. You're not on Tuesday with.
I play Tuesday, but that league is tough.
Yeah, that's not with Mike
Yeah.
then.
I've been
so.
playing good though the last 3 weeks in that league. I've got a 54 or a 57, a 54, and a 53 in my last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I
there's a
think.
lot of.
Yeah, that's
It's-
tough. If you can get 54 or better in a
Oh,
Tuesday
yeah.
league, like
Yeah.
that's not easy, man.
Well, it depends on who you're playing. So, like on Tuesday, they used to take the whole field, and then they would break them into 2. So you'd have your lower players and you have your higher players, and then you can only really do as good as the best of the lower players at that point.
I don't think they do that anymore.
I don't think they're going to do that this. Yeah, and I don't
No.
know. They usually handicap. They'll give you a couple.
We do
of,
got a handicap.
They'll
now.
give you some balls
Yeah.
on the wire or whatever.
Yep.
Yep. So, and that's like John Fields, Robbie Schmidt, Taylor Collar, you know, Mason, Kendall.
Yep.
All these 600-700 players are piled into this Tuesday league. You know, it's rough. Especially we're sub 500 players, so you know we have our spurts of good play, but I can't say that I'm consistently a 700 at any point in time.
That's the problem with I think all players at our level is being consistent. Like that's the one thing I struggle with is just being consistent.
Right. It's tough. And that's what a lot of people think. They think, well, the reason why I'm not good is because I'm not consistent, but that's kind of a mouthful, you know? Like, it's a loaded question. You can't just be not consistent. There's a lot more going on. You're not playing like Shane Van Boning for one day.
I've never played.
and then, you know, someone who's never hit a ball the next. It's
I play like 1 shots out of 1,000 like Shane Van Boning.
Well, Mike Page or whoever runs that Fargo stuff that does those YouTube videos, he came out with a video once, and it was a very interesting video. It's probably the only video that I really enjoyed watching from them. And it explained that the variation between players is the exact same at every level.
What do you mean?
So Shane has just as much inconsistency as you at your level.
Bananas.
I know it sounds crazy, right? You think
Yeah,
Shane's perfect
bananas.
every time? No. He has issues at his level
Well,
with a few points up and down,
So
and
he-
you have issues at
Yeah.
your level with a
oh,
few
at
points
the
up and
level,
down.
yeah.
At the level,
at the
yeah.
level,
So
okay, yeah. So
just saying you're consistent or not consistent doesn't mean
so Shane's like an 800, 820. If he's playing another 820 player, yeah, it's
he could
okay.
be a 780.
Yeah,
He could
I
be
got-
an 860.
Gotcha. Okay,
Plus or
that-
minus 40 Fargo for you at your level and
Well,
him at his level.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Well, the guy came up with graphs, and he had math, and he had a bunch of data behind the whole thing, and
It's all metrics and data. I mean,
it's
yeah.
crazy. I was like, I thought that we would have like 100 Fargo plus or minus on any given day.
Probably, yeah. That's
Right?
high. That's a lot.
Well, 80, 90, 100, whatever. But no, it's almost the same.
40 or 50 points up and down, I think.
And yeah, he was saying so the variation between players' inconsistent nature is the same at every level.
Ooh, I don't think he was trying to do that, but it worked. So as the 3 go by the 8, it's going to be tight. I think you take the 5 just as a safety valve.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I mean, the 3 is going to be a little tight unless you're confident with it.
Right.
But the way that he's looking at it tells me it's really tight. And if he misses, he's likely to sell out. Really confident stroke and just he didn't get it drawn back far enough. I don't think, does he got a shot here? See, he's got a shot.
Yeah, he's got a kick at it, though.
Oh, he does.
Oh,
It
he
does.
swerved it.
It does.
Yeah, but he swerved that. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to replay that. That was a mini masse.
So just enough to get around the 8. It ain't getting any easier here.
It's no swerve shot though.
I mean, I think the 5 goes all the way down. So
Correct.
yeah, 5.
Just roll
yeah.
the 5 down, bump into the 6 if you have to. You know, take the 1 or the 6.
Draw back here a little bit, just like that. Perfect.
I mean, yeah, I would have just rolled into it, but that's maybe my inconsistency.
See here, I follow forward with the 6. I go. This is like a stun run through. Like MH taught me this. You're just hitting the ball and letting the weight of the ball basically roll forward.
Right.
This
Yeah,
is.
but if you look at the 1, he's not going to be in perfect position.
Yeah, if he rolls forward here, just get the cue ball to where the middle of the E is, and then you can just play a stop shot and you're on the 8.
Oh, you better get your protractor out. I think your angle's off.
Oh, he went way far down.
Oh, but he has a shot. But
Yes,
he
he
has
does.
a shot.
But, I mean, look at that small window he played into.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to come towards it. See, for him to have a straight-in shot on the 1, he'd have to roll forward and almost be on the rail. So that's why.
Well, it doesn't got to be exactly straight in.
Right.
He
Look
could
at that.
he could
That
have
worked good.
afforded a little angle.
I'll give him honestly though, that gave him a better angle to get to the 8,
Yeah.
if anything.
Pretty nice out there by Todd. Takes the lead, 4-3.
Yeah, we have a match.
So where does Todd come? I don't think I've met Todd before. Todd comes from Merrill, Wisconsin. Okay. Now, I actually served with a Marine, Master Gunnery Sergeant Merrill, from Merrill, Wisconsin.
Wow, what are the
Yeah.
odds on that?
I wonder if they know each other. I don't think they're the same age. Just a little bit older than us.
Well, take a look at that swerve shot one more time. Those aren't easy to do. See?
Oh, yeah, he bent it around.
Just a slight curve. Mini masse. So, a guy named Merrill from Merrill. Oh, cue ball off the table.
I believe he was from Merrill or lived up there.
Well, let's hope for your sake.
'Cause I think it's up towards like the Wausau area, if I remember. Yeah, it's just north of Wausau.
Look at the overhead.
So yeah, he's got to travel a little bit to get down this way. And Randy, not too far from New Holstein.
So he has ball in hand here. This is an interesting. Now he wants to just run out, right? He doesn't want to mess around. He's taking the 2 off the 8. Ooh, risky.
Yeah, so that 8 is it's only gonna have one home. It's the pocket by the 4 ball.
Well, the good news is he's got to get the 4 out of there, so it's not going to be in the way. I don't know if I like that first shot. He didn't give me much time to think about it, which is okay. He's got a plan, and that's what counts.
Well, now the 5 ball is gonna be a little weird. Oh, he missed it.
Oh, he tried to cheat the pocket.
Yeah, but that 5 ball was gonna be weird to get on.
Yeah.
If he didn't take it right there.
Yeah, if we could go back to before he shot that into the 8, I think there would have been a better option with ball in hand.
Who we got out there in Los Angeles? What's that?
Lord Noster.
Lord Noster?
Yeah, from Los Angeles.
California.
Hey, how'd you hear about us?
Yeah, how'd you find the stream?
I mean, is it someone's personal profile, or are you in one of our Wisconsin pool groups? I mean, we try to expand it, but a lot of these players are very just locally known.
You know, I haven't. So there's a lot of state pool pages on Facebook, but is there a national one?
I don't know.
Like-
It'd be like APA, and they only really respond if you ask, like, what's your favorite tip? Then you get hundreds and hundreds of responses.
It's kind of funny when somebody asks, like, what do you guys write? And then everyone gives their 5-page recommendation.
Yeah.
I never do it.
No, I'm done with that nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like what? If you really want to know, like what I did is I went to the pros that I know are playing well and that have put in their time and energy, and I said, what do you use for a tip? And like, oh, okay.
What I would tell people is just buy something, try it, and form your own opinion.
Yeah, but if you could try so many, it's like a marketing nightmare. There's so many tips.
Yeah.
You could spend thousands of dollars trying tips, and in the meantime, wow, look at that draw. In the meantime, you're never really getting comfortable with any of them, so your game is fluctuating. You got to find something that you know is trusted and true and that's in stock all the time, and stick with it. Ooh, played that off the rail. It's working out for him, though.
So he said he came out and was playing who?
Malcolm Bowe.
Oh, Malcolm Bowe. Malcolm. Yeah. Oh, wow.
You came all the way from Los Angeles to play Malcolm in one pocket? That's amazing.
Malcolm is our eldest superstar. He's 90 years old and still walks around and owns the pool hall. Literally, he plays that well at his age.
Yeah, Ray and Wayne are here. I met them a few days ago, and I talked them into coming to the weeklies because they're interested in the break pot that I was running in the back room. So I told them, I said, if you guys come to Friday, Sunday, and Monday, you'll be able to get in the break pot. And they were super excited. Yeah, they're from New Zealand.
Nice follow through there. Rick Poole in the house.
Ricky Poole.
Appreciate it.
Talk about a legend. We were just talking with John on Friday, and Lyle was talking about how he played Rick Poole back in the day when he was learning. We were all going back into the member berries where, everybody knows all the same people. KK Billiards, Green Bay.
I think Rick was nice enough to sub for me once last year.
Oh, yeah.
Deer hunting, I think.
Did you know that Rick is a magician?
I got a few magic tricks up my sleeve, but I'm not a magician.
Oh no, he's a magician and he's a blackjack dealer.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that one time. We're like, never play cards with him.
I think they call that a mechanic.
Yeah, card mechanic.
Yeah.
Man, look, this is going back and forth, back and forth. We have not had anyone run away with the lead whatsoever here.
I'm telling you, we got a match.
Yeah, so we're going to be in for the long haul, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you sticking with us. If you can, help, like, and share.
Oh, you know what? I see what you're saying, Mark. I saw them playing in the back. I do not know if they're in the tournament, which kind of sucks for them because that means they won't have their 3 to get in the break pot.
What's the break pot up to?
200 a ball ish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. So, yeah, weekly tournaments here at the Apple. I was telling some folks on Facebook, they're always asking where to go. Well, every Monday, 7 o'clock, 9-ball. Every Friday, 7 o'clock, 10-ball.
Right.
And every Sunday, 1 p.m., here at the Mad Apple Burgers and Billiard Company, located on West College Avenue, we have 8-ball. So
As I speak, he is playing a match. The New Zealanders are playing a match.
New Zealanders.
Yeah, so right here, this is from Mark Bell. I think that's Ray in the pink shirt there. So they're from New Zealand. They play pool just like we do, but they play with 2 different color balls. I think it's yellow and red. They don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. But he also said in New Zealand they also just have regular pool.
Well, and those tables I think they're different.
They're
pocket
rounded.
size.
They have rounded. The balls are smaller.
Yeah.
He said the pockets are like
They're a little different.
they're like 2 inches or something. I don't know, but the balls are half the size. I don't know. He was telling me about this.
Yeah, because you can actually, there's some trick shots that you can do in there where you can shoot the ball and it can go all the way around the pocket and come out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like if anybody knows about the Chinese 8-ball tables, kind of like that. They're rounded pockets. They're not snooker tables. They're 7-foot tables, maybe 8. Very similar to American pool. And they're hooked. I don't know. They're in town for a little bit. And, yeah, Wayne played in 3 Masters over in New Zealand. Back in his day, he's making a comeback.
Lord Hoster says good food as well here at the Mad Apple. Absolutely. I just had my favorite chicken bacon ranch wrap. Really delicious.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to get. I got to think about it for a little while.
Steak sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I want to go light, like a large pizza.
Go light. Can I have 3 large pizzas, please?
And some snickerdoodle cookies.
I'm gonna go light with the
I'm
large.
I'm on the I don't know that what's that diet that MH is always talking about?
He's on the fasting diet.
Yeah, where you basically give yourself like the shakes, and you get delirious because you don't ever eat. I'm on that diet. Yeah.
I'll have 15 Big Macs, 3 large fries, and a Diet Coke.
That's your cheat day. You're allowed 1 cheat day, right? So, anyway, thanks, Lord Noster. So, are you from Los Angeles, or are you in the Wisconsin area now? Because that seems like a long way to travel to play someone 1 pocket.
Okay, nice long shot here for Todd to get out. These can be a little intimidating sometimes. Got to stroke through these ones. He's going pretty low on the ball here.
Oh, no. That's a tester, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, well, I was saying because it's off angle, just the way the shot looked. They're missable. They're missable.
Your brain says, should I slow roll this or should I stroke it in? And then if you don't make that decision,
I like
you're going to miss every time.
I like the way he shot it, though. He shot it with confidence and
Yep.
went low on it.
He put a stroke on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but now the 8-ball's in trouble.
I avoid trying to slow roll those type of shots.
Yeah, I used to, and I made a lot of them. But now, I'm trying to just use fundamentals and trust.
Trust the mechanics.
Right.
Yep.
Aim it. If you don't feel comfortable, get back up. Well, Randy's got a good opportunity here.
I like shooting the 9-ball right now. My brain is telling me for some reason, take the 9-ball.
Yeah, this is tricky because you know what? He's still got to come back down here. Oh, he did.
He'll be fine.
I like that. I like that he got the, the pink 12 out of the way.
Yep.
Come back for the 15-9-8.
See, yeah, I'd try to get a little straight on this 15, not too much angle.
Oh, he's going the other way for the 9.
That's going to be tricky. That's going to be trouble.
I mean, how perfect did he have to
God.
hit that?
I mean, yeah, I mean,
You know, let's we're gonna hit that one.
yeah, the speed on that shot, if that's, wow. I mean, you could have got in trouble so many ways there. Really nice speed.
Oh, what?
no.
That is amazingly not possible.
Wow. Yeah, you don't want to give up a game like that.
You know, and you know why? He was thinking, should I roll into the 15 or should I stun over for the 15? I bet you if you talk to Randy.
He played it right, though. I mean, look at where he got on the 15.
But his brain was telling him to probably put a stroke on it.
Yeah.
And see, that's what happens when you slow roll a ball in the middle of your run. It just... I bet you he was in between decisions on
those
that.
are one of the racks that you got to wipe it, delete it out of your mind. You can't go through the rest like, oh, I should have had that rack. I should have had.
It's brutal, though. How do you do that?
I don't know. You just got to.
I think I'd remember that 9 ball for the next 3 years.
Yeah. That's tough to do it.
I mean, my sister's never played pool. She wouldn't miss that. I'm just
Whoa,
playing.
wow.
I'm just playing.
Wow.
I'm just playing, Randy. He doesn't listen to this later.
I hope he does.
If he does, I'll have to hide next Sunday.
I'm just going to dime you out when we get out there.
Did you hear what Chris said?
So check
Don't
out
worry.
what Chris said on
It'll
the
be on
stream.
Facebook in a group on
Oh my
replay.
God.
You know, I'm just
But
joking.
at any given time, a shot is missable, you know. And truth be told, I mean, in
Oh,
that rack,
100%.
Todd, he missed a shot on the 8. So, realistically speaking,
It came back to
Yeah.
where it should have been.
yeah, Randy
Right.
shouldn't have been beating himself
Right.
too much up. I mean,
But you do, though.
yeah, but you
But
do.
you do, yeah. Hey, Supkiss is back. Just finished all her evening chores on the mountain.
Back on the stream. Welcome, welcome. Tell you what, we got a good match going here, Subkiss. Been back and forth the whole time.
So Lord says, I live here in Redondo Beach. Was working there in the hospital in Appleton for a few weeks. Found the Mad Apple and lived there, eating and playing pool. Well, it's funny, I didn't see you. You must have been like here during the day when I'm never here. Because I usually see everybody. At least
Yeah. I'm here 4 days a week. Sometimes more.
Yeah, Rick, that's exactly it on that 9 ball. He tried to spin it in with maybe a little bottom right. When, honestly, he could have just put a little bottom on it and just put a little stroke on it, and the ball would have stunned over to the rail and got him the same exact result. And I bet you, if we talked to Randy after the match, he was in between stunning it and spinning it in. And when you spin a ball in, I mean, you got to adjust for deflection. I mean, it's just there's so much more to it. Unless you're effing Reyes, right? And you've been doing it since you're 8 years old.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the hardest shots in pool. Beautiful shot there.
You are a vampire. I don't understand.
Had to do chores. Vampire. I don't know. Maybe Supkiss is calling Lord Noster a vampire.
Not sure.
Or maybe it's because I'm only here at night. That could be it.
Oh, okay.
We'll go with that. This is a very lumpy table. I don't know how lumpy it is.
Oh, I think it plays pretty good.
I mean, where the E is in Eric's and Auto Trim, there's a slight embossed bump, but you know you can get through that.
I think that 7 is
Oh,
not going to get in the way. Drops it.
Still got an issue with the 10 ball though.
And the 15. And then, I mean, everything. That's a mess down there.
Correct. Yeah, I worked during the day. So, you know, I only show up for the weekly tournaments and really the King of the Hill. I even bowed out a league this year. But I've got my
Not by
games in.
choice.
Well, let's not bring that up again.
No, I had to.
You're gonna get me killed.
Just trying to get you going.
Yeah, I'm not. It was all my fault, Ron. I should have used the website.
It was your fault, Chris.
It was. I did not use the website to sign up. Actually, I did, but I signed up for Wednesday. I don't know what I was thinking. As if I want to be in a 3-person league. I could barely stand another person, let alone 2.
I like the 3-person league. I play on Tuesdays. It's a good time.
It's there's so much crowd around the table, and you got to wait 2 games before you get to play. And the worst is on Tuesday. Say you're playing someone like Robbie or John or something. You break dry. They run the table. Now you're waiting for your 2 partners to play again.
Yeah,
what do you do? Do you just sit there?
Yeah, we were playing John Fields and his team, and me and Andy, my partner, both of us, we only got to the table 5 times in 6 games.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
That was it, 5 times.
Here's an opportunity for Todd with ball in hand to maybe get this 10 ball out of here.
Yeah, but where do you play? I don't know if the 10. Oh, maybe in the side and then try to snick the 3. I think that's the shot. Or play the 15.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, I like playing the 15 here, though.
No, but look. Roll the 10 forward. Then shoot the 15-9.
Play the 15 down and push the 10 up.
No, he doesn't have to touch any balls to do this. Well, now he got a little bit of an angle, so he's going to be touching the 3.
No, looks good here. He could just roll
past it. Is it straight? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he could just roll right past it, get on the 9, and a perfect angle to get on the 8.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
This is important because you're playing the short side of the 9 here, so you want to have a good angle.
Just a little bit. He wants to roll right in front of the 3, basically.
Even short, I like that. Other than the 3 bouncing in his way.
He's going to have a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's a big angle. You're right.
That's a lot.
Looks easier on the left screen. Let's take a look at. We don't have much time. He's a fast shooter. Look at that inside English. Didn't come out real good on the 8, but hung the 9. Another
Randy's
opportunity.
got to figure out the 2 ball here. I like going at it right now. Put a lot of draw on this 5, come off, and possibly bump into the 8 and clear that 2 ball out. Got to put a lot of left on it. Did not get enough left on it. But you know what? The 2 ball goes past the 8 though.
Yeah.
So never mind. He doesn't have to touch it.
But this again is a hard shot.
Yeah. Got to take the 3 ball here.
Got to take the 3, and you don't have a lot of choice here on what you're going to do with the cue ball. You just got to focus on making the 3.
He's going to probably get natural shape here on the 1, I think. Pretty natural here.
Yeah, that works out.
Yep. And then just a stop shot.
I mean, when you're shooting over a ball, it eliminates any kind of lower cue ball positioning.
The one thing, he doesn't want this ball going forward. Any amount of this ball going forward is going to make this 2 ball shot increasingly harder. So he's going to want to pull it back just a little bit if he can. If this ball goes forward, unless he goes a lot forward.
Wow. He wanted to put a stroke on it, and he did. But
yeah, so he's got that shot where you're a right-hand player and your back cutting to the left.
And he's jacked up over the 9.
Yeah, so not an easy shot here.
Possible scratch.
Yeah, and if you miss, you're selling it out.
There's just a lot that can go wrong here.
I think he's good on this shot the way he's set up, though. He looks good and confident here. Oh, and it just rattled. Yeah.
But he put bottom on it to not scratch. Made the shot a lot harder.
Yeah, but like I said, missing that shot's going to sell out 99% of the time. He could have got lucky and it could have rolled behind the 8, but...
Pete Besta says, hi, guys. Just tuned in.
Pete had a good tournament yesterday.
Yeah. What was it, 3rd place?
Yeah, 3rd place. Was in a battle with...
Nicely done, Pete.
Yeah.
Boom. Didn't miss that one.
That's our biggest lead of the game, 2.
Tell you, Todd came to play.
Yep.
If you're going to give him a chance, he's going to finish it up.
Well, he was ready to go right before the match.
Yeah. It was brutal waiting.
We got done early with the gestures.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, can we start early? I'm like, hey, we're all ready to go. Are you ready?
Yeah, we had to wait till, effectively the time that's on the flyer.
Yeah, we try to stay consistent so you guys aren't guessing, and
Right.
especially with what happened today, the alerts didn't go out. So
Yeah, that I
You
did
know.
not plan for.
yeah, so we were talking to air for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we aren't, because remember, it is being recorded.
This is
So
true.
it's not all about being live. Like, we could do these non-live, and it'd be the same exact thing.
No, because we don't get to chat with the audience.
I do like the chat,
Yeah, I like
the
chat.
interaction with the audience. Yeah. It does help pass the time. Oh, fourth for Pete. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pete doesn't get third. He got fourth.
Okay. Well, that's Mark saying fourth.
Yeah. What does Mark know? He didn't run it.
I'm
Didn't
saying
Fong
Pete
run
got
it?
third.
Just twisting your chops there, Mark. I'm just playing here. Don't get mad.
We taking a player break here?
I guess so. Purple Q in the middle of the table.
So whose cue stick is that?
I think that's Todd's.
So Todd.
Yeah, what do you got for information over there? They both filled out the questionnaire.
Yeah, Todd plays with McDermott D8 with a pro shaft and a Kamui medium tip. Let's see, what does Randy play with? A BK3 butt with shaft that he made. That's right, he makes his own shafts. A Jacoby butt with another shaft that he made for his shooting cue. And he uses the Jacoby blackout jump. So he makes his own shafts, that's right. Yeah,
That
didn't
is
he have
really
a shirt a few weeks ago? Like Randy's Cue Repair or something?
Yeah, he did.
Had a
He did.
phone number on it.
Right. So if you ever wanted any
So-
cue repairs,
So that's Randy's cue there. Yeah. So that's a Jacoby with the shaft that he made. He makes his own carbon fiber shafts.
that's interesting. There's money in that, at least for the near future. I don't think they're going anywhere. I don't think what can you do to replace them? What's the next best thing? It'll probably be like a composite, where it's not just a tube, And I was talking to MH, and he said the P-Shower Rogues, they're not just carbon fiber tubes from China filled with glue.
No, because they got some grain in it.
Yeah,
Some
something he was telling me
special
about.
thing. Yeah.
So it looks like it's got this wood grain going on inside of it. It's really cool. And it sounds very dense too when you drop it on the table. It doesn't make a plasticky metal dinging sound. It sounds like a wood shaft. Pretty amazing technology, really. I'll tell you what I think of it when I get it. I'll be honest.
Uh-oh, he hooked himself on the point there, I think. Unless you can get another angle. I think he's got the 12 ball on the side.
You hate the side view. You never let me stay on that for more than 30 seconds.
I hate that because I like the overhead view.
I know.
I like
this is the best view.
Instant replay.
Yeah.
This is why.
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, did he call the 15?
He did.
We're going to have to go ahead and maybe replay that. If anything, it'll be on the highlight reel, which will, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll get a notification when our highlight reels come out.
Yeah, there's just no plan here now. I mean, what has he got?
Mark Bell said, I ran it. All right, man. All right. Relax. One exclamation point's enough. You got to put 4 in. I just figured Fong was clicking some buttons on the laptop for you.
Mark, you should have put that in all caps. Ooh, look at that bank. No way he called that one.
Oh, did he
right?
make it? No, that would have been a combo.
He smiled on that shot.
Yeah.
It would have been cool. He played it off like, yeah, I called that.
He's okay, though, because this isn't an easy table for Todd to run.
Well, only because of the 8 ball.
Well, but what would you do right now with this shot?
3 ball in the side.
It's not the easiest shot in the world.
That's
is
an
all I'm
easy
saying.
shot. It's an easy shot.
Man, you just don't see the angles from here. Here, let's go to the overhead. Look at the angle on the 3.
I got 20.
That's not the easiest shot.
That's an easy shot.
Well, maybe for you, being a pro. I mean, it might be the only shot he has.
I'm confident he's going to make this in the side.
I mean, just if that slides in, cue ball is going to
He's
go
not even
towards the
shooting.
6.
He's not even shooting it.
It's not as easy as it looks.
He's
I'm
taking
telling
the
you.
6 ball.
Yeah, is the 6 wide open? That would make sense.
Played
He went for the combo. Wow.
Well, you know what? Playing the 3 was probably a bad move. And the reason it was a bad move is because you really need the 3 ball to do what? break out your 8 ball. That's probably the best ball that he has to fix the 8 ball. So that's actually a really smart play there by Todd. I like it.
Yeah.
I like just rolling up on this 2 to take advantage of the fact that if you can take care of your problems early, like right after this 2 ball, you can take care of the 8 with all them other balls up there. You got so many options. You do it right now. Just roll forward just a little bit here.
I think the possibility of him not wanting to shoot the 3 was to break up the 8.
See, he needed to get lower, I think, on the 3 here. He doesn't really have the angle to get into the 8.
He
and
can
move
come
it.
back to this.
Yeah.
I'd either play a safe or cut the 7.
See, can he get into the 8 somehow? Like, can he put enough inside?
You can't shoot this.
Yeah.
If you shoot this 3 and you do not get the 8 out, you're shooting dead.
Hey, Rick Poole agrees with me. He says, correct, Patrick. That's a huge
That's
compliment.
it. I'm banning Rick.
Someone finally agreed with me on something.
I don't know what he's agreeing to you, though. He could be like 20 minutes behind.
About using the 3 ball, I think, to break up the 8.
I just ordered one, Pete, so I don't need to try it. I'm going to get it.
Oh, no, he jarred the 7.
I needed a radial joint, too, to fit my custom. That's all I have right now, so.
All right, what's the play here for Randy?
I don't know. What do you and Ricky Poole think?
Tricky.
I think you have to go for this.
I think safety. Can he make any? Safety is, I think, the best play here.
Yep. Oh, I see. Right.
But there's no real good safe.
No guarantee, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to leave this. The way Todd's shooting, I would not want to leave him this shot.
Can he see the 7, though?
Yeah, you can see the 7. And the 8 is still tied up, though. That's the thing, and that's why he probably doesn't want to take the 3 ball.
I don't know if he can see the 7.
He can see the 7 all day. I mean, we already know if he needs to spin around it a little bit, we know he's capable of doing that.
Mark Bell says, Patrick, I agree with you. I need to go to a casino.
He's always dinging the slot machines.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding,
And
ding,
he gets
ding,
the
ding.
break pot every week.
See, everybody thinks it's a ding because Bell dings. And no, he's ding because he goes to those slot machines, and every time he puts in a quarter, it goes ding, 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 and he just wins.
We'll go with that. He does. He's got a good luck streak. Can't fault a guy for that. Look at that.
Oh, that's good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's going to put Todd into a precarious position.
I mean, he could probably spin around this 8 a little bit and get it to 7, but it's going to be tough. I like that shot. I like it. Get on the 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
nice
that was
return.
Beautiful. Beautiful safety there by Todd. That was not a miss. That was planned and executed well there. Just coming off the 3 nice and easy, locking onto the 4. This is going to make a hit for Randy pretty tough.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I mean,
what is he going to do here? He's coming.
Kendall with the information. No, it's because he has a ding bell.
No, it's because he dings the slot machines. Well, I think Kendall's the one who gave him the name. So we're going to have to go with what Kendall said.
I kind of was leaning towards that because...
Oh, look at that hit. He got it.
2 rails. Good hit.
Nice hit. So 8's still in trouble a little bit for Todd, I think.
He's looking at the 9 to see if it'll go. It does not look like it goes.
Well, the good thing is he doesn't need to shoot the 9.
Oh, if the 8 passes.
Yeah, the 8 does not.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that one might actually.
Hmm?
Now that we, yeah.
Oh, if he gets on, like, right where his stick is, yeah, I don't know.
That's going to be kind of a split hit. They might even want to have a ref watch that shot.
I don't know
It's
if you
gonna be a
can
little
hit
tricky.
that thick enough to go in from. I think he's going to have to move it. I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes from the screen, but he may or may not be able to get at the 8. I guess we will find out here after he gets these 3 balls down, unless he can find a way to move that 9 ball.
Oh yeah, you know
no.
those shots on the side are never a gimme. You really got to stay down on those.
Jeez, and so do you risk cutting this? Oh man, this is one of those scary shots where if you come all the way down, you're more than likely to scratch. If you go into the side, it's more.
Well, what's
likely.
the reward?
Exactly.
You know?
Well,
you
if
still
he
got to break up the.
if he
9.
cuts this, he can run into the 8. I
Yeah.
think he can run into the 8. Yep.
Wow!
Got
Would you
it.
look at that?
Would you
Nice
look at that?
breakup.
Would you look at that?
Would you just look at
Would you
it?
just look at that? Look at that. Would you look at that?
Would you just look at
Did you
it?
ever see that guy?
Oh yeah, he was selling a car.
I was so
That's
annoyed.
Ed Bassmaster.
Yeah, he's like, would you look at that? Would you just stop and look at it?
You know that guy's a millionaire from just a couple of skits on YouTube. Believe it or not.
Oh, he did a interview with Pauly Shore that was absolutely hysterical. I think he almost
Who?
got Pauly Shore. You know who Pauly Shore
Pauly
is?
Shore.
You don't tell me you don't know who Pauly Shore is.
I don't.
The Weasel?
I really never liked Pauly Shore. I'm sorry.
Nobody ever did.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
I thought maybe I was a.
No, yeah.
All
he
right,
was-
okay.
Yeah,
He's just that guy. that
No,
everybody-
yeah.
Okay.
exactly. He's like, he kind of like, he lives his high school days type guy, right? So anyway, he does an interview with him and almost gets Pauly Shore to fight him. Like, it's so funny.
Well, that would have been something to watch.
Oh, rattles.
Was it
that
for
one.
real though?
I don't. I think it was all staged.
Yeah, probably. Maybe
Yeah,
some
it must have
viewership.
been because
I mean-
there's some things that he said and asked.
What's Pauly Shore doing right now? That's
Oh,
the question.
He just reliving all his old glory days. He literally said he started like MTV or something. Like he was the first one to
I
go
don't know
big.
about all that.
Yeah, because he was talking with Bill Burr, and Bill Burr's an awesome comedian. He's
Oh
like,
yeah, one of my favorites.
"But Bill, you didn't blow up until you were like older. I was 20 when I blew up, and I had all that money and I had all that fame."
Look at that shape.
And Bill Burr was like, "Dude, I was loading sets when I was 28 years old. What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
He's like, "No, but I was 20."
yeah.
And he's got this ego thing going on.
Pauly Shore maybe slightly better than Carrot Top on my scale. You know what I mean? But like way out of the
Yeah.
normal go-tos if I'm gonna actually watch something.
Yeah.
You know? Sorry.
I'll tell you what I did. I went to a Carrot Top show out in Vegas, and it was a good time.
It is. He's
had a
got
good
the
time.
Vegas thing down.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean, it
Carrot
was-
Top kind of owns Vegas right now
Well, he was like, he's very
because there's nothing
improv with
Yeah.
the audience.
to do. Right.
You know, he doesn't just do the same set every day. He interacts with the crowd very well. You can tell he's a pro. It was a fun time. I
Oh,
went to-
Kendall's going to Bill Burr November 6th in Madison.
Kendall, if you can find a way to get me tickets. Oh my God.
I think you just go to Ticketmaster and put your credit card in.
Oh, I got to do it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
gotta
sure
take my
there's
dad.
room.
My dad's a huge Bill Burr fan, and I love that.
Bill
guy's
Burr is
awesome.
amazing. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
hilarious.
he is. He just tells it how it. He's like, I don't know, the conservative version of
So
George.
there's a psychologist that
I'm
kind of
blanking, but yeah,
like there's an art to his
right.
comedian whatever ways. There's a reason he can say stuff and get away with it, like because he is conservative
Yeah.
and get even like.
Well, yeah. I mean, he comes
Liberals
off that
left.
way for
Yeah.
sure. Right.
But it's because he always says like something really good about something, and then he starts going negative about it.
Yeah, it's
You know,
both sides.
like-
Both sides.
Yeah,
It's like making fun of someone else, but then making fun of yourself.
yeah, he's like,
You can get away
"Man,
with it then."
I got a huge head, but boy, huge head people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah. Right. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kendall's pretty sure they're sold out. That only works so far though these days.
Well,
and,
so
we
it's-
can't go into details.
Yeah, Bill
You know,
Burr is what I was thinking. Like,
yeah.
if he's got a show, I'm sure he is sold out. Because anytime he came to Milwaukee.
But in Madison though.
Yeah. Well, he was in Milwaukee back in 2018, and I found out I tried to get tickets, and he was sold out like the day that they went on sale.
Right. Well, I mean, why not? He's huge. And he's got a Netflix show called F is for Family. I really enjoy that show too.
All right, so
No.
Todd is kind of starting.
Look at that.
Wow.
Double.
He's starting to kind of run away. If he gets this one down, he's kind of ran away a bit. So Randy needs to put a stop to Todd's run here, because Todd has gotten the last 4 racks. Because Randy was up 4-3, and now Todd up 7-4. Look at this kick shot. Nope, that's going to be ball in hand.
Yeah, ball in hand.
No ball touching a rail there.
Thomas says people need to lighten up and laugh at themselves. Yeah, I think we're coming around to that again. I think people are starting to get back into the old slapstick comedy where we can, make fun of each other, make fun of ourselves, and hug it out.
Absolutely. I tell people a funny story at home last night. Something in our bedroom fell. My wife has all these essential oils. She's
Right.
got hundreds of them. Hundreds of them, right? And they're in this rack. It's hanging on our rack.
She's into that phase.
Yeah. So anyway, this thing fell down in our bedroom. It made the most ungodly noise last night.
Wow.
Dude.
I thought you had all the tools in the world. Who hung that?
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
That's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on the guy who's got a $50,000 shop attached to his house that can't hang a shelf into the studs properly.
Well, because I don't like hanging stuff. I don't like putting nails into my wall.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go.
We use the stupid those
anchors?
Those Velcro
Oh,
anchors.
you can't do that?
Yeah, you can't. Those things.
Oh,
they're
what
ru-
happened? Middle of the night.
Oh my god! It was hanging for 2 years. Took 2 years for it to fall.
No good, man.
Yeah, no.
No good.
Well, anyway, I was like,
Oh,
I was
did you see that?
Oh wow!
What is that?
Wow, dude. Honestly, I told you those last 2 racks from last week. When Randy, he broke and ran the last 2 racks last week, and that was the type of thing that was happening.
Well,
where he was,
now it's happening
yeah.
for Todd.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Randy made some great shots last week in that those last 2 racks, but I mean, he had just some, like when the
What?
no way.
Wow. I thought, okay. Anyway, so your bad craftsmanship caused the rack to fall.
Long story short, I woke up screaming like a little girl, because I was dreaming,
Yeah.
and like I thought someone, like if you ever
Well, that's like
been
middle of the night, you know?
awake while you're, so like I saw my wife, like someone had like smashed her head in,
Oh, jeez.
and I was like,
envelope.
that's what I.
It's like PTSD's kicking in over here.
It was like so weird, and
I'm
I
stuck in the booth.
my
Help.
wife was laughing so hard, she almost peed herself.
Well, I think that there's something to that. If you wake up too quick, you're actually paralyzed.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I was not able to control like what I
Yeah.
was doing, and I was like, and what I was seeing was not what was happening. Like there was somebody like I could see somebody in the bedroom, and it was weird. It was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's freaky. That's never happened to me. I forgot there's a term for that.
Yeah, it's
Because
called,
you have to wake up
it's
through
called-
your steps.
it's called sleep paralysis.
Yes,
is the
that's
medical
it.
term.
Yeah.
And I've had this happen to me quite a few times. I had to go to the doctor about it, because I've had some really bad episodes with it. But the kind of the makeshift term that they give it is a demon on your body, because sometimes you'll just be like, you can see everything going on,
Right, but you can't move.
but you can't move and you're
Right.
paralyzed. But you can also inject your dreams. Like you could still be dreaming.
Oh, so you can kind of hallucinate.
So that's like, yeah, you
Wow.
can see aliens, or you could be like being dragged up a wall. Like all this weird stuff can happen,
Yeah,
but it's
man,
not really
no.
happening.
Yeah.
It-
Kendall said envelope.
Yeah.
Envelope.
Okay. Back
This
to
is
pool.
this is therapy for Patrick. I'm
Yeah.
doing a public service here, Kendall. $250 an hour. Now you'll get a good night's sleep.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I screamed like a little girl.
Well, come on. Who wouldn't wake up in the middle of the night with crashing sounds? Look at that.
Nice shot there.
He's going to have to come up with another one.
This is a huge rack. I mean, he needs this rack to get back in the game, I think, here.
Yeah, and do you really? This is brutal. Just put yourself here in Randy's shoes. You got to make this. It's the hardest shot in the world. Or do you try to play a safe?
No, I think...
I think I kind of like the safe.
Why would you play safe here?
I think I can thin the 3 with a little right English and bring the cue ball back to where it's at.
I would bring it just above the 11 ball.
See, but now he made it. He made it. And he has a
Perfect
shot at the 8.
shot.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Okay.
I don't know if that
What
was
am I
exactly
talking
the
about?
plan, but...
Well, no, not the bump into the 8, but
So I thought he was going to
Man.
do that shot, but just roll into the 11 to kind of stop it.
you don't have a lot of control when you're cutting a ball at 90 degrees.
I think he had plenty of control on that. He just hit it hard.
He did.
Oh, no. Oh, did he hit that with his?
No.
Oh, man.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
It almost looked like he hit it with his stick.
You could get an opponent
Yeah.
up in arms a little bit if you do that with your stick.
Well,
we'll do a replay. Watch what he does with his stick.
So this happened to Earl Strickland.
Right here, he hits a stick on the table. Now, someone could complain that you touched the cue ball there.
Yeah, so
you got to be careful with that.
That happened to Earl Strickland a while back.
Watch a replay and see if that touched my stick.
It didn't. Well, we can't say anything, but it didn't.
Yeah, it's a tough position for us to be in. Can you guys go to YouTube and watch it? Because you didn't ask us to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were just asking us about it. We can't really. I mean, I don't think he hit it.
So
personally.
see, that exactly what I said has come up.
Yeah.
Todd is challenging this. He is wondering. Todd went to Randy and said, "Are you sure that your stick didn't touch the cue ball?" And it, from looking at it, doesn't look like it, right?
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't. I mean, I think there's a rule about this, and so Earl Strickland was in a match a month or two ago, and he shot. And the ball was going into the pocket. It looked like it was a scratch. So Earl put his hand in the pocket.
Right. That's a no-no.
And
right.
The ball didn't scratch, and Earl took his hand out of the pocket. But his opponent said, "Well, how do I know it didn't touch your hand?"
Correct.
You know, and the rule is you can't put anything in the pocket.
So Thomas says, I would call a foul. It is a foul.
I don't know the exact rule.
It's kind of like, what do you call it? Is it unsportsmanlike conduct? It's you just can't do it. If you're in a state tournament, the guy you're playing against will call this kind of play every time to get a leg up on you.
Yeah.
You just can't do it. Don't put your hand in the pocket. Don't hit your stick on the table. Don't knock your chalk around.
We can go back to we saw it enough times. But yeah, he obviously didn't touch the cue ball or anything, but the stick did go onto the pocket and maybe even into it a little bit.
Right.
And that is a no-no as far as I know in the rule book. So
you got to be careful with that stuff. That's all I'm trying to convey out there. Yeah. Todd's cool. He's not going to start a big old fight over this. They brought it up on YouTube. So because they didn't ask us to watch the shot, I know Kendall's watching. This is kind of the rule.
Yeah.
We can't, even though we kind of did, we said it looked good, but we told Randy when he came to the booth that he has to go to YouTube
and watch it, and they got to agree on it.
He could put it in slow motion, full screen. They sat there. They agreed on it.
Yeah, and honestly, it should have been probably Todd coming over here versus Randy.
Well,
you know,
who would have thought that Randy would hit his stick there? It's not like a shot that you would typically call a ref for.
Well, that's not typical of Randy to do. I think that was more of a. So
hats off to Todd for not pushing it to the level of trying to get ball in hand. Or the situation was the 9 ball was in the pocket after the break. No